Hey, what's up TCM? Today we're gonna be working on our inward fronts with a dear old friend of mine. His name is Nathan Schrader. Here's his Instagram if you wanna go check him out. He is an absolute beast of an athlete, which you will see here in a minute. He's out here warming up our inward fronts. So he's gonna be the one helping us out today because his inward fronts, I think, are amazing. Example A. So yeah, let's hop into this. All right, Nate, walk us through this inward front here.
All right, so starting off with this inward front, I'm gonna point out if you don't already have step up flips, you should learn how to front flip first, then you should learn how to do step up second, and then you should learn how to go into doing walls. Because if you learn how to front flip, you understand the motion of how a front flip works. And then if you learn how to do a step up, you're learning exactly how to step into the wall. And then from there, you can move on to the wall. For the wall inward itself, the main thing you wanna focus on is your leg and your foot. When you're hitting the wall, it's gonna be focusing, putting all of your energy shooting up. So all of this, including the bottom of your foot, everything is exerting up while your butt is focusing on going out. So once this is focusing on going up, you can get as much height as you want. And if your butt's going out, you're gonna go away from the wall. It's gonna happen. So once you focus all of that, get your butt out, you come around, you'll land. It might be a little spooky because you'll be right next to the wall. But like I said, if your butt goes out, you could clip the wall. The rotation will still make you come around. There's even times where I'll try to spot the wall and I'll like kick it and people think, well, I'm like, I was just too close. So let's give it a go real quick. Visual learning. Yeah. That was way better than the other ones. The reason why that was better than the other ones is because the other ones I was a little too far away from the wall, so it completely took away me being able to jump up. Getting a little bit closer to the wall allowed my body positioning to be just right. That way I could actually get the height that I wanted and land straight up. Let's go over here real quick. I'm gonna talk about the prereqs for it, a little bit more into the front flips and like what an angry cat is. All right, so I'm gonna go over one of the basic techniques of what it takes to do a front flip, but also one of the most important attributes on what makes being able to do an inward front flip comfortable for you. And it's called angry cat. And it looks like this. So if you just practice doing that a bunch of times, you get used to this motion of your butt over your head. And that's the one thing you're gonna focus on when you're doing this move. Because a lot of people, they're afraid to hit the wall. And the only reason you won't hit the wall is because of this butt. If you're focusing on getting your butt up, you're also focusing on the wall trick itself. You're focusing on getting your butt out also, because you're focusing on this part. It's almost like twerking. If you twerk, your butt's gonna go up and out on a wall trick. Just is gonna happen. You know, it's gonna force you to go this way. So,
there's gonna be a link down in the description below for the front flip tutorial that we have on our channel. So if you are trying to learn how to do a front flip, pause this video, go to that one, learn how to front flip first, and then come back to this one when you feel like you have a solid front flip.
So for this move, one of the other most important elements is foot placement. And that's why this is a huge factor in the progression for this move. Whether you're doing a step up on something, round like this, or you're doing a step up on something like this, either way, you're working on foot placement. The most important part is that you're working on getting your foot on there comfortably and using the step up to launch yourself up. That's what this is focusing on when you're doing the wall inward front, is you're focusing your foot and everything is going up while your butt's going out. So if you work on this and get it comfortably enough, you can move on to a wall. So the technique on how to do a step up, I like to imagine if you're playing basketball and just like how you're setting up for most flips, you do a gather step, right? You gather step. So it's always a 1-2. It's the same concept except you're putting your foot on something. It's a 1-2. And that is what launches you up. That 1-2 gather, this foot being a little bit higher up just means that you're gonna get more air. But it doesn't make the gather harder. That is more of a mental thing. So that's another thing you want to watch out for, is what's placebo and what's actually real in your training. Most of the common mistakes I see in this flip is people's butt, the incapability of going up and out. A lot of people have a hard time putting both of those techniques together. And if that's the case, just keep working on each individual aspect of it. You know, like if you're having issues with an overall element of a move, the best case you can always do is just break it down to square one. If you're having an issue going up, work on the step ups. If you're having an issue going out and you're hitting the wall, work on your butt. Once you perfected both of those things together, you'll have a perfect inward. So if you're having an issue with one, just go back to the square one. So the best way to get your hips out is to do a bunch of reps. So working on trying to go out and almost thinking about doing like an air angry cat. Like think about putting your butt over your head without flipping. And just see how far away from the object you get. If you are doing it and you're landing over here, you're fine. But if you're doing it and you're landing here, you still need to keep working on it. So all you gotta do is just go back to, like I said, to the square root of everything and practice the techniques without flipping. The next thing I'm gonna focus on is foot placement. How high, how low, it really depends on your height. My height, I'm 5'7", I'm a short dude. So I'm not trying to put my foot way up here. Even if I was tall, you shouldn't be trying inward way up here. You shouldn't be putting it way down here. You don't want to go too high. Here's the obvious. You don't want to go too low. Here's the obvious. The best medium in between is where you want to put your foot. Where that exactly is completely subjective and up to you as an athlete, but I always find that if you're putting it just, let's say just above the knee, lower thigh, probably the best spot, a nice little point where you can get the best takeoff where you're going up and out the way you want. And then the next thing is your arms. So like front flips, your arms are also kind of subjective to you as an athlete. Everyone kind of does different things with your arms. So with that being said, focus on your front flip. Do normal front flips. See what you do with your hands. If you do certain things with your hands as you front flip and you don't even think about it, don't even think about it. Treat the move like you're doing a normal front flip without the wall inward in place. Just do exactly what you do with a front flip, whether that's this. A lot of people get too focused, especially when they're learning just basic front flips. They focus too much on what their hands do, which is important, but so much so that sometimes your hands can be a problem. You know, if you're doing a wall inward, some people use this so much they'll punch the wall. So just do what you do naturally in a normal front flip while you're doing your wall inward, and then focus on all the other techniques instead.
All right, guys. And that's what we got for you guys today. Let's give a smash the like button for this guy right here. Since he did such a wonderful job. Happy training. Comment something down below, whatever you would like to see, or if you didn't understand, or if you just need help with your inward fronts, feel free to email us at thecollectivemovements@gmail.com or DM us on Instagram, which is also at thecollectivemovements. And we're happy to help. That's what we're here for. So train safe and happy Saturday.